All right, everybody, welcome back. So are you ready to dive into something a little bit different?
Mm-hmm.
Today we're looking at this piece of text it's not really a straightforward story.
Okay.
It's more like I don't know, kind of like a riddle or a fable almost.
Interesting.
And it uses these really strange words like Geda, Sopra, and Kara.
Okay.
And it's got this mysterious hole in it and a reaction that kind of leaves everybody feeling a little bit down.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Well, let's see if we can kind of decode this thing together.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Okay, so right off the bat, we've got these words, right? Geda, Sapra, Kera.
Yeah.
What do you think those could be? Like, are they beings? Are they objects? Or
Yeah, I don't think they're meant to be taken literally.
Right.
I think they're probably more like archetypes,
Right.
Like the Geta is described as being stuck between two Sopra.
Right.
And that gives me this sense of like confinement,
Hmm.
Maybe representing sort of the human experience of feeling caught
Right.
between like societal expectations and your own personal desires.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
And then you've got the Kara, who's described as doing all these like cool things,
All right. Right. Doing cool things.
accessing these holes.
Yeah.
So maybe the Kara represents people who push boundaries,
Right.
those who are constantly seeking out new experiences.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
So then we've got this hole, right?
Yeah. The big question, the whole.
Yeah. What is this hole? Is
Uh-huh.
it a literal hole or is it something more metaphorical?
Right. Well, the text doesn't really specify, does it?
No. No, it doesn't.
But I tend to think that it's probably referring to opportunities or experiences,
Mhm.
things that the Gita, wasn't even aware of before.
Right.
Like, think about it. Have you ever had that moment where you suddenly discover a new passion?
Yeah. Sure.
Or maybe you finally understand a concept that you've been struggling with?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like a whole new world opens up.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what the Kara is doing for the Geta in this story. It's introducing it to these new possibilities, these new ways of seeing things.
Yeah, so it's almost like the Kara is the guide.
Yeah, the mentor in a way.
Right, right, exactly.
Leading the Geta on this journey of discovery.
Okay, so then the Gita gets this feeling that's described as over the sky.
Right. What an interesting way to put it.
Yeah, what does that even mean? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of feeling is
Right. Well, it's definitely a strong image.
Mm.
And to me, it suggests a state of like pure exhilaration,
Mhm.
maybe even like a shift in consciousness.
Wow, yeah.
Like the Gita is experiencing something completely beyond anything it's ever known before.
Yeah, okay, so things are going pretty well up to this point.
Right.
But then it takes this turn,
Yes.
everything starts to go downhill. The
Yeah.
Gita does something, and everybody ends up feeling bad. So what do you think happened? What did the Gita do to cause this shift?
Well, it's hard to say for sure,
Right.
but it seems like the Geta maybe got a little carried away. It was so overwhelmed by this new experience that it overreached.
Okay.
And maybe crossed a boundary or did something that had unintended consequences.
So like too much of a good thing almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think that's really where the warning in this story comes in.
Right.
It's saying that, even when we're exploring new things, even when we have good intentions,
Right.
there can be consequences.
Yeah. So we need to be careful.
We need to be mindful of our own limits and the limits of others.
Yeah. And respect those boundaries.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because even something that seems cool and exciting at first
Right.
can end up having a negative impact.
So is that what's happening to the Kara at the end? Is that why it feels so bad and stop searching for these holes?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I think the Kara is realizing that it may have inadvertently caused harm. And that's a heavy burden to bear.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a reminder that our actions can have lasting consequences,
Right.
not just for ourselves, but for others as well.
So it's really making us think about the balance, right? The
Ah.
balance between exploration and being reckless
Exactly.
and respecting those boundaries.
And taking responsibility for our actions.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's a really important message.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started with this really strange, cryptic little story.
Yeah, with these weird words.
Right, but we ended up with this really powerful message
We did.
about how we need to be mindful and respectful as we explore new things.
And aware of the potential consequences.
Right,
I
yeah.
think that's something we could all stand to remember.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this has definitely given me a lot to think about.
Me too.
So thank you for taking this deep dive with us and helping us to decode this strange little story.
Ah, it's been a pleasure.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye. Why? Great. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Good stuff. See ya.
Okay.